Z. My name is Quinteria Oliver, and this is Politics with Gen Z. Monday, December 14th, the Electoral College voted, and they elected who we all knew that they were going to elect, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And I don't know why so many people are shocked and surprised that that this happened. Like, we've been saying this for 6 weeks, that they're still going to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. People are now saying, oh wow, we're going to wait until January 6th. The election's going to be flipped. That's not how it works. And Hillary Clinton also made a controversial tweet after voting as an elector in New York. She tweeted, the Electoral College should be abolished. And so many people say that because it's like everything in America goes by the popular vote except picking the president. And some people argue that if Texas, LA, New York, those 3 states, and maybe Florida, they all can just pick the president every time. And some people think that's not fair to those smaller, states. And honestly, I think, well, I'm not telling y'all what I think, but that's the argument that they're giving. However, some people are just like, why can't the popular vote choose? If you're a good candidate, you should be able to get a popular vote if everybody agrees with what you're putting out there. So there was a lot of back and forth on Twitter about that, but hey, some people want it abolished. Hillary Clinton is one of those people that wants it abolished, and she has every right to because she lost by the Electoral College vote, because she won that popular vote, but she did not win the Electoral College vote. And as Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won, literally, to me it seemed like it was literally 3 seconds after they won, Donald Trump gets on Twitter, Attorney General William Barr is resigning. So as William Barr resigns, Donald Trump tweets out his resignation letter, which seems like it was a letter to kiss Donald Trump's butt. All he talked about was how great of a leader Donald Trump was, which is great. You can do that. But what you cannot do is not thank the people that you worked with at the DOJ. Those people need to be thanked too because they helped you. I mean, people are going to forget that he even was the Attorney General during George H. Bush reign as president because of all the bullcrap that he did while Donald Trump was president. He said that he's only resigning because he needs to spend more time with his family, which is very confusing because he only has 36 more days as Attorney General. So why? I'm not going to question why he can't wait for his family, but it doesn't make sense, if you know what I mean. In other news, Russia's president, Vladimir Putin, I call him president, dictator, he thanked Joe Biden, he congratulated Joe Biden before the Republicans in America did. A dictator congratulated. I keep saying thank. He congratulated Joe Biden before people in the United States would even do it. I'm assuming Mitch McConnell did not want to be outshined, so literally 2 or 3 hours later, he went in front of the Senate chambers and said that it looks like we have a new president. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. You can actually see what he says now.
The 20th. The Electoral College has spoken. So today I want to congratulate President-elect Joe Biden. The President-elect is no stranger to the Senate. He's devoted himself to public service for many years. I also want to congratulate the Vice President-elect, our colleague from California, Senator Harris. Beyond
off camera, Mitch McConnell is telling the Senate Republicans, do not try to flip the election on January 6th when it's time for them to certify it, because it's going to make them look dumb. And me personally, I would use it against them if I was running in 2022, if they decided that they wanted to go against the results. Because, first of all, you're trying to say that the American people did not vote, and it's a fraud. And some people, that was their first time voting, and that's really going to mess with them in a certain type of way. And some of them are trying to hold back because they don't want to lose the Senate race in Georgia. And I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not going to try to understand. I don't comprehend at all. Speaking of Georgia, Joe Biden visited Georgia, and he had a message for Georgians to get out to vote. And this is what he said while he was in Georgia.
See, send me these two men, and we will control the Senate, and we will change the lives of people in Georgia. God bless you, and may God protect our troops. Go out and vote.
Yeah, so it's a pretty clear message on what he wanted to happen. And Georgia, if you're out there, it's early voting from December 14th to January 1st. So get out and vote and make sure your voice is heard in Georgia. Moving on. AOC, and she did a podcast, and she said some things that that I think would come across like she's being a little too progressive. Well, honestly, this is what she said. On the podcast, she said that Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer should step down, basically, and give their position to a younger person so that the party can be ran more efficiently, which isn't a bad idea, but it was the messaging, because Fox News ran with it, which she's just like, Nancy and Chuck need to go. Because she didn't say that she should replace them. She said she does not want to replace them. She actually thinks that it just needs to be somebody that's basically in the middle with the moderates and the progressives, because a lot of Democrats think that Nancy Pelosi is too conservative. And plus, let's not put aside that Nancy Pelosi is 80 years old. I'm not trying to be ageist or anything. It's just certain stuff she doesn't agree with. And like a lot of young voters want the progressive type of policies pushed, and Nancy's not willing to push them. So, yeah. And so I don't know whether or not that will cause her trouble in the future, but it may not. Nancy Pelosi might not care. Hopefully she doesn't. Hope she don't. And also, Donald Trump has 24 people asking him for a pardon. One of the White House advisors said that it's so many people asking for a pardon, it's on a spreadsheet at this point. So my question is, why isn't it an issue that the President of the United States is just handing out pardons to people just because? Now, I'm all for pardons if people actually have a case on why they should have a pardon, but if you're just handing out pardons just because, then there should be an issue with that. I think that they should create a committee between the legislative branch and the judicial branch to actually look that over, because that part of the Constitution, I don't think nobody really thought too much of it, because nobody would think that the President of the United States is hanging around a bunch of criminals. Not saying that they are criminals, but when you usually in pardon, you're not getting pardoned for no reason. So I would say that they need to actually go look over that and actually just make sure that, I mean, even if he wants a pardon, because they're saying that he even wants his own pardon, even if he wants a pardon, they should still investigate him so the American people know what he's done and how he did it, when he did it, just so we can know, because this is a person that's potentially running for president in 2024, so we still do need to know what Donald J. Trump is doing. And according to Donald Trump, he's sending emails out saying that asking if he should run for president in 2024. Then he's on TV saying that, Kayleigh McEnany saying that he's going to be president for a second term. So I don't know what's going on with not even Republican Party. With Donald Trump, I'm just going to say this. January is going to be a messy month. So stay tuned. This is Politics with Gen Z, and my name is Quintarius.